Hey there. Start here. We're going to go back to the Wicked Queen Byalcua because I had a few people ask me last week if I could do another Season 4 unit clear, but with just like one Taivas and a friend Rain, I think was the request. I think I got that from a couple of people. So, because my last clear had Taivas and like my own Taivas and my own Rain plus a friend Rain, so I'm going to do a slightly different clear with my own Taivas, but with a friend Rain, and hopefully that will satisfy the folks that were making that request. I might also do a clear with like just my Rain and a friend Rain and no Taivas and see how that goes. So, we'll kind of play around with that. But first, let's do the one with my Taivas, but without my Rain, and then a friend Rain. Okay, so just to review again, dealing light damage to an enemy, no more than 5 items, clear without being KO'd. We're going to do an all missions clear here, so that shouldn't be an issue. I'm going to grab a friend Rain. We've got Sinzar here. All right. Some of you may say that's cheating. You can't bring Sinzar, but I mean, his is only EX1. It's not like his is all that in a bag of chips here, right? It's only EX1. And honestly, an EX1 friend is all you really need, because an EX1 Rain gets their LB right away on turn 1, which is pretty critical, and also has access to the Brave Shift, which is also fairly critical. I mean, I guess that's not so critical having access to the Brave Shift, but it helps because it's a stronger LB on the Brave Shift form. So anyways, as long as they are reasonably well built, and just like in my last clear, if you need a friend Rain built for this trial, I am happy to offer mine up. Just leave me your name and your in-game ID number in the comments below. I will add you. My Rain is currently set up for this trial in the event 1 slot, so feel free to let me know. If you have a Rain but no Taivas, you can still follow this clear. I mean, the clears are going to be basically identical, so I'm questioning whether I should even do 2 clears in this video. We'll see. I mean, it should go pretty quickly anyways. But yeah, so I'm going to do the one with Taivas first, and then I might do another one with Rain afterwards. And if I do, I'll put timestamps in the video so you guys can kind of jump around and see what we're working with. So here's the team that we are working with. Should look very similar to the previous team. The only exception is that we've taken out that extra damage dealer, right? And we put in Have, who is also a Season 4 unit. So the builds should look pretty much the same, but I'll go over them again. Pretty budget build here on Runda. He doesn't really need too much. He's a big bulky robot no matter what. So pretty budget build there. That's all he needs. Have, I just kind of went I went heavy on the HP just to kind of bulk him up. That's helpful. You can give him his STMR if you want. It's not really necessary. What would probably be better actually is to give him like an elemental weapon, but we're not too worried about that here. Something that is nice to equip to him is this piece of free gear you get from the story, which is gives him this ability, which does a demon killer. We already have insect killer and human killer on the party thanks to what's her name, to Ihana, but we are missing a demon killer on the party, and so equipping him with this materia does a demon killer for all allies, and we'll use that on the last turn, basically on the kill turn, so that will come in handy. Otherwise, yeah, I just give him some bolt gear. I put light breaker on there because I thought I might need it, but turns out we don't, so you can take that off and just give more bulk. Power cut just as a nice bulky card, but you don't really need it. Anything that's got a good amount of HP on it is going to be good for him there. Taivas, so yeah, I mean, hopefully you have the new Dark Vision's Greatsword, the Dark Apocalypse. Is it necessary? No, I don't think it's necessary, but boy does it help. It makes a huge difference. Like, I mean, it cranks out the damage. So definitely pick that up if you haven't already. Guy's belt is there for some human killer because it does Maneater Plus, and that one's a free. You can get Guy's belt for free basically from 3-star Guy. And then, yeah, just a smattering of killers. So Indomitable Warrior is great for 100% human demon. Mythical Order is great for insect killer. Cyclopedia is good for demon insect. And then he has Diabolus Esper equipped. So he is pretty much maxed on everything. I gave him, this is like the free card because he's an earth unit. So we're not even using like a fancy vision card or anything like that. Just one piece of clash gear, but honestly, even that's not necessary. You could take that off. We're going to do a whole heap of overkill. But yeah, he's got human, demon, and insect killer maxed out. Good to go. Leftia, again, just kind of like bulking her up, her spirit. Make sure you give her jet black silk ribbons. This is another free piece of gear from the story, and it is most important for her elemental power fire, which she will use on rain on the kill turn. Leftia's sandals is also nice. It has a couple of nice abilities that it gives her, mostly the ailment resist, which is kind of nice to have. Otherwise, yeah, it can be just be whatever. Whatever here. Okay, yep, that's all she needs. Hana, again, just like standard bulk gear, 3 stars is just there so that she doesn't run out of MP from casting her abilities or anything like that. Leave things to me. It's not necessary, but it's nice. It's a nice card to have, and it can help. It can help with the first turn. Getting the first turn knockout, because we plan to do our LBs right away on turn 1, so there's not any room to do a great sword in peril on turn 1, so having this is just nice for that. Yeah, okay. And then Sinzar's Reign also has the Dark Apocalypse. All right, very nice. Ring of the Conqueror for the Chain Cat boost there. He's got his STMR equipped. And then, yeah, he should have all the killers because he's got Bahamut Esper equipped, and then Chains of Strength and Code of Samurai maxes him out because he has Omni killers. So he's maxed on everything, which is really nice. And then he's got Squall's Vision card here. Since he is a light unit, he does benefit from that. And I think he's just synced, yeah. So he's got everything, everything's the same in his Brave Shift form. All right, and that's all that we really need. So, yep. He's good to go. That's all you really need to get this one done. So this is not going to be as quick as my last one, obviously, because we've taken out a damage dealer. So my last one was 4 turns. This one's going to be 6 turns. Okay, so let's get in here and see how we get this done. All right. So the first turn is still going to be, should be very, very easy. Hana's just going to do her LB for the buffs. All right. Leftia is going to go ahead and imbue everybody with fire. We'll do the ailment resist so we don't get tagged by any ailments. And then she can just do like Shelga or something like that. Okay. All right. Hava is going to do his LB, which does the breaks. Taivas is going to do Mirror of Equity 0. And Rain is going to do his normal form LB. We don't want to shift quite yet. We want to save that because it is a trance shift, so it doesn't last forever. So obviously you want to send Have first for the breaks. All right, he does an 87% full break and a 130 fire and peril. So definitely send Have first, and then send your Rain and Taivas. Okay. You should easily hit the 50% threshold. It should be like no issue with that. Runda then does his LB. All right. So there we go. You only have to do 7.5 billion to hit 50%. We did 13.7. So yeah, doing good. So there's the double predation. Okay, Runda is going to cover, Protectica Shelga, okay, and then we are going to, let's see, we're going to make sure we do our ailment resists again, and then double Curaga to heal up Runda. Okay. And then we're going to do Shield Crusher for the brakes and the what's-its. Actually, no, we're going to save that. We're going to save that for next turn. We're going to do Elemental Drive, though, for the amp field. We're going to do Elemental Shelter for the fire buff. That's going to be important for next turn. And then we will do a... no, we're not going to do Shelga. We need to save that for next turn. We'll do a... we'll do a Fighter of Fire for the mod boost. Okay. Let's see. And then we're going to do... my body might have its limits. We'll do I'll Save You this time to Runda, just to make sure he's okay. And then Fighter of Light, Large Sword. Ihana, let's see, he needs a little bit more, just a little bit more healing. Ihana can do double aura and one more Kiraga, just to make sure. Well, now Runda's fine. What am I thinking? He's going to be all right. So she can just do... yeah, she can just do triple aura. And Have is going to just guard on this turn. He doesn't really need to do anything on this turn. Yeah, he's good. Okay. All right. That should be everything taken care of. Okay, so on this turn, Rain's actually going to do some magic cover. So we'll do Shelga cover, and then we're going to do Shield Crusher. All right, Taivas on this turn is going to do just But My Soul Knows No Bounds, which does another mod boost to his Mirror of Equity skill, because we're going to go Fire again for it to hit the next threshold. All right, Hana is going to do Human Rune on... Rain, Insect Rune on Rain. Hava is going to do Bar Eroga, because the boss is going to do some heavy fire and wind magic, and so yeah, we need to make sure that we're covered on the fire and the wind. Okay. And then, oh yeah, he's going to do his SLB for the 85% mitigation for rain. Okay. And then we're going to do let's see. I'm trying to remember what all of her... I don't even remember what all of her skills do necessarily. Oh yeah, we got to do Flame Garden, right? Yeah. So we'll do Flame Garden. We'll do another Ailment Resist, and we'll do a Kiraga? Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay. And that should take care of us. I did do the right thing, right? Shelga, Magic Cover, Shield Crusher, right? Okay. All right, so we should be good and set up and ready to go for next turn. Okay, Rain tanking it like a champ. Well done. All right, now we're going to shift our Rain for the more powerful LB. All right, Taivas is not going to use his LB yet. We're going to use Mirror of Equity 0. That's why we've been pumping it up with the mod boosts. We won't get to use the last one, but it's not necessary. We've pumped it up enough now that it should do some serious damage. Leftia does her SLB. Okay. Which will imbue and amp everybody. Okay, so we should have a good LB damage buff now. All right, and then yeah, we'll do SLB with Hava as well. Ihana is going to do Human killer on Taivas, insect killer on Taivas. Okay, so they both now have a 250% human and insect killer. And just like before, you send Have first, followed by Rain and Taivas. Okay, and we should very easily hit the 20% threshold here. Okay, I think you only need to do, what do you have to do there? Like, what is it, 6 billion? We did almost 8, so yeah, plenty of overkill. Maybe, what is it to go from the 50 to the 20? Oh, it's only 4.5. Yeah, because you're doing 30% of 15 billion, so it's only 4.5 billion to reach that, and we did almost 8, so almost doubled it. So massive overkill here. All right, now we're going to take one more turn of setup. Okay, so the Rain is going to do the Omni cover. Okay, so we're going to do Omni cover, and then we're going to do Shelga again for Magic Mitts, and actually no, we don't need to do that, I don't think. All right, we can get away with just doing the Omni cover, Fighter of Fire, Large Sword, and Surpassing Limits Plus, okay, for the LB buff. All right, Taivas is now going to do Elemental Break Light, Fighter of Large Sword, Surpassing Limits, because he's going to do his LB next turn to finish the fight, which is Light Element. Okay, Ihana is going to do, I think we just need to do some Kuragas here. And then she can also do Aura for some LB fill. All right, because I think Rain does, yeah, Rain does a bunch of LB fill for everybody too, which is nice. All right, Leftia is going to do Ailment Resist, Shelga, and another Kuraga if we need it. Maybe. Havoc can just guard. That's fine. Runda on this turn is going to use his LB for the physical mitigation, because the boss is going to do some physical attacks, and it's going to do some magic attacks and some physical attacks. So we want to make sure that we are covered on that one. Okay? So should be good to go there. Okay. All right, now Ihana can do her SLB, which is going to boost everyone up with the killers, you know, attack mag, LB buff, killer buff, all that jazz. Leftia is just going to do Elemental Power Fire on Rain. Rain is going to go Fire Element. And then, actually that's all she has to do here. Yeah, that's literally all she has to do here is Elemental Power Fire on Rain. Taivas is going to do his Overdrive. Okay, so he does his LB. LB. All right, Hava's going to use that special skill. He's going to start with support of the 4 spirits, and then double Messertans. Runda is just going to do triple Runda Laser. Okay, and so you start with Have It in Runda, and followed immediately by Rain. Of course, you have to send Taivas before everybody else because he's got the wind up. But that, you know, that's fine. It is what it is. So I'm going to send Taivas first. Wait a second, then send Have It, Runda, Rain in that order in quick succession. Okay. And there we go. All right, so 20% is just 3 billion. So let's see how much overkill we did. 4.6. So yeah, 1.5 billion worth of overkill. Easy done. Easy done. Okay, so that's how you do it with just your own Taivas and a friend Rain. Okay. Let's check the damage. Yeah, so Taivas and Rain, pretty much neck and neck there. All right, So now let's see how we do it with a rain, with your own rain and a friend rain, with no Taivas. Okay, so we'll just grab this random rain off the list. This is my friend Einskate from my Discord. I doubt he built this rain for anything in particular, so it's going to be a perfect example of how you can grab any random rain off the list. All right, and then I'm going to use my own friend rain. I am going to swap it out for the Dark Apocalypse. I'll take this ruler's helm off because we don't really need it. That's just favorited gear. Let's do like Riser Crown or something like that. And then I'll even take the Emperor's Ring off and just do, he's got the Conqueror on there already, so let's just do, Zach's Glove. That's fine. All right, no EX ability. I'm not going to assume you have this vision card. Let's put something a little crappier on him. Let's see. What else could we put on him? How about not Knights of Boundless Power, because he doesn't get the he doesn't have the cow tag. Let's just use this one. Whatever. All right. So yeah, he should have everything. I'm actually going to swap this out for Winged Heart because it has wind resist on it. So the more wind resist, the better. So he should be maxed out on everything. All right, Demon, Human, Insect. Oh, he's not. He doesn't have enough LB damage. Somebody give him some LB. Give this boy some LB damage. What has LB damage on it? Griever? Pretty sure. Yes, LB damage. Sweet. All right, I'm just going to throw that on there. Just cap up his LB. You do whatever you need to cap up your LB damage on there. Okay. And I'm not going to use the ability on the card. That's just, that's just whatever. It is what it is. So I'm going to sync on this side. Just show you that, having the same on both sides. So some extra wind resist is good. It would be nice if we had a little more water resist, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. The fire and the wind are important. And then, what we can do is we could actually have a use Bar Water Gut instead, because he's got what? He's got 90% wind resist. That should be fine. You know what? Let's just stick with the plan. I think it's fine because he's using his Omni cover anyways on that turn. So my rain is basically going to be the tank on this one. And the friend rain is just going to be there to help dish out some damage. All right, and we're basically just going to get in here and clean this up. We're just going to do pretty much exactly what you just saw, except we're going to do it with a rain instead of a Taivas. All right, so let's get in there and do this real quick. Hopefully I don't screw it up. Because I practiced with the Taivas, but I haven't done a test with a rain yet. So we're going to see how it goes. All right, so basically the rain's just LB, LB. Ihana, again, does her LB. Leftia can do Flame Garden. Ailment Resist. And we'll say Shelga. All right. Hava does his LB. Runda's going to do his LB, but we'll wait. Okay. So again, send Hava first, and then send the rains. Okay. All right. So again, you need to do 7.5. We did 12.7. Massive overkill. Okay, once again, Runda takes the predation. Okay, and once again, Runda's going to guard on this, or he's going to cover us on this turn because it's a lot of physical damage on this turn. Leftia, again, she can do, no, sorry, she doesn't need to do Flame Garden. She'll do Ailment Resist buff and double Curaga. All right, Havoc can just guard. Ihana. will do, let's see, Runda's probably going to need a little extra. Oh no, he got filled up, great. So Ihana can just do some LB fill for everybody, I guess. Okay, so my rain will, could do Shield Crusher, Elemental Drive, and Fighter of Fire, Large Sword. Alright, the other rain can do Incremental Energy, maybe. Maybe like Impending Force? I don't know. And yeah, Fighter, we'll just do Fighter Large Sword again. Why not? Okay. Alright, so now my rain will do the tanking. So Shelga, cover, and Shelga cover, and we can do Surpassing Limits, just to help us make sure we push the threshold next turn, while the other rain does another Shield Crusher to extend those breaks and Weapon Imperil for an extra turn. Elemental Shelter for the fire resist buff. And what else? I guess I can also do Surpassing Limits. Yeah, why not? Ihana. So I'll tell you what, Leftia. Who should we do first? Leftia. Yeah, so. Yeah, Havoc can do Bar Eroga to make sure we're buffed against the wind damage that's going to come up. And Leftia can do Ailment Resist. We don't need to do Shelga. So let's do, yeah, we'll do double Curaga to make sure Runda gets beefed back up. We'll do Killer's Human on Friend Rain, Insect on Friend Rain, so that we're ready for next turn. And yeah, that should be good. Okay. We'll do SLB here. Okay, so once again, Rain tanking it like a champ. So now we can shift both Rains. If your friend unit is EX0, that's fine. That's fine, just use the normal LB. Alright, Lefty does her SLB, which does imbue us with fire, as well as amp us, so it is different from her normal LB, which doesn't imbue you. It just does the amp. But yeah, we're going to use her SLB here. Ihana is then going to do Human Killers on mine, Insect Killers on mine. Habit, again, will use his SLB. So send Habby first, followed by the two Rains. And again, this should easily push the 20% threshold. Okay, we needed to do 4.5 billion. We did 8.5. So yeah, we're doubling it here. Okay, so Runda handles all of those single target physical attacks. All right, so my Rain will Omni cover. Okay, we'll do Fighter of Fire and Surpassing Limits plus. Friend Rain will do Surpassing Limits plus Fighter of Fire and didn't enhance the Shelga, but that's okay. I don't think we need it. We shouldn't need it. I don't think. Yeah, the third action here can just be what? I guess. What does Blood Awakening do? I don't even know. That's the one that increases his whatchamacallit. We'll just do aura emission, I guess. I don't think it really matters. Ihana is going to save her SLB for next turn. So Ihana can just do... well, let's see. Let's wait and let's send everybody first. Hava is going to just guard. Leftia on this turn. Let's see. What are we going to do? Runda. Runda can do Protectica Shelga. Actually, no. No, never mind. We do need to use his normal LB here for the physical mitigation, because the boss is going to do a couple of... it's going to do one... No, sorry, it's going to do 2 water elemental magic attacks and then a bunch of physical attacks. So we want to have some physical mitigation for rain. So let's see. We're going to do... Fail. And then Curaga. Leftia can do... Shelga Protectica, maybe? And Curaga. I think that should be fine. Yeah, that should do it. Alright, so we should be good. Rain's got his Omni cover, so he's got, you know, mega mitigations. He should be fine. Yep, so even though he doesn't have a water resistance buff, he's fine. Okay, so we should be good to go here. So obviously only one of the Rains gets the 100% fire amp. We do need to imbue both Rains since they're in their Brave Shift form, so we'll do Flame Garden. Elemental Fire on my Rain, since mine is stronger. So whichever one's stronger, just put the, you know, obviously put the 100% amp on them, and then her third action can be whatever you want it to be. We could do, I guess we could do like Prayer for the People or something. Sure. Why not? Alright, Ahana does her SLB for the killer buffs. Alright, and just like last time, Hava is going to chain with, starting with the support for the forest spirits for the demon killer, and Runda just does triple Runda laser. Okay. And they are now imbued with fire, so they should ramp the chain. And since we don't have to worry about, you know, landing a finisher with Taivas, you can start Hava and Runda, let them ramp up the chain for you before you send your Rains, and you should be good to go. All right, so let's see how this goes. Boom. All right. So we needed to do 3 billion. Let's see how much we did. 4.5. Yeah. So again, mega overkill. All right. So there are 2 different Season 4 only clears for you guys. One with a Taivas and a friend Rain, and one with your own Rain and a friend Rain. And yeah, there you go. Like I said, if you need a friend Rain to take this on, just let me know in the comments below. I will be happy to add you. You can take my Rain and you can crush it big time. So thank you guys so much for following me. Hopefully this was helpful, and I will see you on the other side.